This is really about having a safe holiday, a celebratory holiday, but doing it in the safest way we can. I want to remind everybody that every year somebody ends up here that shouldn't be, and we're at Valley Medical Center, and they're here because of an accident, because of something that was unplanned. And so we want to talk about that really to reinforce how important it is that we're careful in our community.
In terms of illegal fireworks, these are mortars, small pieces of dynamite. These can and will blow off your fingers and your hands. We see these every year. Unfortunately, these types of injuries are not repairable in most circumstances, and that obviously is life-altering. For so-called safe and sane fireworks, I want to remind everyone these are illegal in Santa Clara County. These include things such as sparklers. Every year we see parents give sparklers to their children. They rest these on their clothing, and after a few seconds, your child is on fire and fighting for their lives. Finally, as everyone enjoys the 4th of July holiday and weekend, people like to drink alcohol and imbibe. That does not mix well with fire. Every year we see people drunk falling into fire pits. They go out to grill, they face plant into their grill and end up in the burn unit with pretty severe injuries. So please, when drinking, do not operate machinery, do not operate anything that has to deal with fire.
The stats from California is that over 15,000 fires are started because of the 4th of July for these fireworks that are not condoned. And that really adds a stress on the system. One of the things that I want to remind everybody is if your neighbors or if you're hearing fireworks that we know are not condoned, that not to call the 911 system, to call your local law enforcement non-emergency line, and then they will go through the process to triage the calls and then investigate.
With the anticipated high temperatures over the course of the next week and holiday celebrations, the EMS system is preparing for and expecting a significant increase in call volume. The EMS system averages approximately 350 calls for service on a day. Last year, on the 4th of July, we averaged 387 calls for service. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reported in 2023, fireworks were involved in an estimated 9,700 injuries that were treated at U.S. hospital emergency rooms.
We are going to have a heat wave. What that means is that as our firefighters and our emergency service leaders are going out into the community, they're going to be facing hotter fires than they would have a generation ago. Our obligation, I think, as a society is to make sure that we're limiting the risks to our families and to our emergency services.